Ladies and gentlemen, Whitley Green. Hi guys, welcome back. This is 2024 when I had my old man's truck towed in front of my house. I had to go this route because I suspected someone was breaking into it and sleeping in it. On top of that, a trusted alley mechanic that he would deal with may have stolen the battery out of it, so I decided to bring it to its new home. And coincidentally, I saw this tow truck company around the corner from his house, called them, and guess what? These same guys at one point in time lived 2 doors down from the house he stayed in. I wanted to keep it in the vacant lot it was parked in, so when people drove down the block, they would see it and be reminded of him. But once all this stuff started happening, I just couldn't. Once in a while, I would come out and check on it, make sure everything was okay, make sure no one was taking stuff from it, if you know what I mean. No political commentary. No political commentary. And I moved it from one side of the street to the other due to street cleaning. I was just happy to have it and grateful that I could keep something that reminded me of him. After he passed, things got ugly. Tempers flared, you know how that goes. So at this point, I was determined to keep it and do something with it. If you guys watched my first Ford Ranger video, you know what this is about. Needed to get a new registration tag, but I couldn't due to a pending emission test that I had to pass. During the summer of 2024, the solenoid was an issue, and eventually I replaced the starter all by myself. It was the first time doing it. I know one thing, I went to AutoZone so much I should have got some stock in it. Eventually, I started cleaning it out. Remember the rigid vac? Got a good deal on it. But yeah, someone was breaking into it and was sleeping in it. I know my old man. I know what type of man he was, and he didn't leave his truck like this. Even after replacing the solenoid and the starter and cleaning it out, I still had my concerns because it wasn't running the way it should. At this point, I was desperate, and the more it sat without those tags, the more likely it would be ticketed and towed by the city. Since it wasn't running right, I decided to do some research and came across this repair shop and thought I should give them a chance. I got a lot of work done. I mean, a lot of work, and I won't even tell you how much money I spent, but it was up there, believe you me. That's how much I wanted to keep my old man's truck and use it. I needed it, and I really wanted this to work out, so I spent the money. Oh yeah, don't worry about this. I did this. No one stole the cap. Once I brought it home from the first shop, I was getting trouble codes that I never got before. I took it back to that shop. They cleared them, brought it home, thought I should just take it to Ford, and they realized it was the shifter. The shifter was such an issue that when the service guy took it, he put it in park and it was still driving. They fixed it. Shout out to Ford, Napleton, and Oak Lawn. Matt in the service department is great. I was able to do my store run soon after, and I thought, why don't I drive this from 2 to 6 p.m.? That way, if I get into an accident, the driver who caused the accident, of course, is going to be the other driver because I'm a great driver. You guys know that. I'm the best driver you're ever going to see. But yeah, if I get into an accident, they'll just be hitting an old Ford, and my other car will be intact. But yeah, this is my first store run. Well, at least the first time I made my store run and came back home. So everything was going according to plan. I was going back and forth between Home Depot and Menards. On this particular day, someone parked right next to me. I couldn't understand it, and I can't stand when someone parks right next to me. There were 100 spaces around here. This makes me sick. Unfortunately for me, considering everything I went through with the starter, the solenoid, shifter, repair shops, tags, emission test, when August came, my ABS system became an issue. I got off the expressway, hit the brake, and it was jerking. I felt like I was on a roller coaster ride. You saw the sitting area, right? Well, I want to put a deck there where the barbecue grill is, and over here, love the pots. But I'm tired of looking at this old fence. I want to rip it up and install a new one, but I need that truck. You know what's funny? I need to pressure wash the fence on the right. I took my pressure washer to upper management's house so it could be used over there, but now I need it. But I used the truck to do that. This is what I'm talking about, how important that truck is. I just want to get back to doing my thing, and I want to do some new things, but that truck is very important. I don't know what's going to happen with Season 7. I don't know if there's going to be a Season 7. I don't know if this is it. No retreat, no surrender. Maybe I'll hit up Chris Fix and the Budget Mechanic. I don't know them, but if they got under the hood, that thing would be running like it was brand new. If you guys know them, reach out to them for me. Anyway, I'll figure things out. I'm doing this for my apprentice. I want to leave something behind. The Graduate Season 6 Backyard playlist is officially complete. You know the motto. Take care of your families. Take care of your bodies. Take care of your lawns too. Bye.